So 1976 was the first the full year of production. HMC, Hyundai Motor Cars, produced around 10,000 of these cars. It was really a glorified car mechanic shop. 10,000 cars. At the time, General Motors was producing nearly 5 million cars a year. Ford was producing nearly 2.5 million cars a year. So just imagine if you had a time machine and went back to 1976 and told people that there's this totally unknown car company in this poor country called South Korea. South Korea's per capita income at the time was not even 2/3 that of Ecuador's. That company is going to be bigger than Ford in just over 30 years. And it's going to be bigger than General Motors of all companies, the biggest car company in the world. In less than 40 years, people would have tried to put you in a mental institution. But this is what happened. From 2009, Hyundai produced has produced more cars than Ford. From 2015, it has produced more cars than General Motors. Today is the third largest car company in the world after Toyota and Volkswagen. And today's cars look like these. Of course, this transformation was not achieved by the company alone. It was a national effort. The Korean government, through its famous trade and industrial policies, protected and promoted the auto industry. So the import of all foreign cars was banned until 1988. And the import of Japanese cars was banned until 1998, while majority foreign ownership in the industry was banned until the late 1990s. The government also provided subsidized credit through state-owned banks. Actually, all banks in South Korea were owned by the government until 1983, and until the early 1990s, the government owned a lot of banks and also put even privately owned banks under very strict regulations, so that they were basically part of the transformational effort, rather than just a guardian of macroeconomic stability. And of course, in return for the support, the company had to deliver results. They had to export, they had to increase the local contents, they had to train their workers, they had to invest in research and development. When you use these protectionist policies, what often goes wrong is that the protection and subsidies are unconditional. Whatever you do, however inefficient you are, you will be kept being supported, and that's why it often fails. But in this case, the government made sure that Hyundai and other companies that were getting this government support through protection subsidies and other measures had to perform, had to increase their performance.